Hey, okay, so I'm inside our newest gym. So I wanted to go ahead and do from here. I had a break, so I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about the intermittent fasting. I know we've been trying to kind of hook up and we've had a hard time doing that. So here's the concept. The concept is that you have a 10-hour window to eat each day. Now, Monday, we are kicking off a 6-week challenge. I would love, love, love for you to start the intermittent fasting no later than Monday. All that means is that you have a 10-hour window to eat from the time you eat the first bite at breakfast to the time that you eat the last bite at dinner or post-dinner or whatever. So 10 hours. So that gives you a relatively good window to get everything in. Now, I'm not saying that you can eat whatever and go crazy and drink a ton, but I am saying we're not going to be counting as much, especially for guys, we're not going to be counting as much. So the intermittent fasting idea is that you literally just open the window to eat, 10 hours later you close the window to eat. So it may be for example, you might do a 9 to 7, that's 10 hours, right? 9 to 7, an 8 to 6 window. First meal's at 9 a.m., last meal you're done by 7. Really what we're doing is we're telling your body in that longer period of day, so in 14 hours, we're saying go and utilize what I've already consumed. So use my stored fat to basically help me continue functioning. Now, what I don't recommend is if you're still muscle building, which is what we're doing, losing fat, building muscle, that we don't eat post-workout, because that's really important. So we need to kind of strategically think through workout days, travel days, days when you know you're on the run a whole lot. Let's kind of talk through those and think through those in our head before we get going and before we eat, so that we can make sure that, one, we're going to be able to get to a meal at the end of the day when we can. So for example, our flight doesn't put us landing somewhere until 8 o'clock. We want to make sure that we've got a window to eat until, like 8:30, because otherwise we're not going to be able to eat that last meal. Then we're going to have a calorie deficit as far as consumption. There's going to be other issues. Muscle building is going to lack because, we're not eating enough. So, all that to say, let's talk about a few examples. Let's get on the phone. But that's the genesis of the intermittent fasting. Men do really, really well with intermittent fasting, especially with weight loss as far as fat loss. You won't be losing a ton of muscle because, again, we want to maintain the levels of protein up. We want to maintain levels of fiber. Carbohydrates are great. Even your healthy fats are good, avocados, that kind of stuff, nut butters, peanut butters. So we don't want to cut anything out. We don't want to change anything drastically, although I wouldn't mind looking at a food log to see kind of how you're doing. But that's the genesis of the intermittent fasting, 10 hours. First bite to last bite, you have 10 hours to eat. Really what it helps us do is kind of prevent rummaging through the pantry and rummaging through the fridge late at night. Okay, so if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty, that's kind of what it's doing. It's saying, after this meal, that's it. There is no more. And it's kind of forcing you to maybe delay your first meal instead of rolling out of the bed into the kitchen. It may force you to think about that just a little bit more. So that is the genesis of the intermittent fasting. I would love, love, love for you to get started no later than Monday. That's when we start the 6-week challenge. I'll give you some more things for the 6-week challenge. I'm going to send you your workout shortly. So that is what I would love, love, love for you to start doing Monday at the latest. But if you could start before then, that would make me so happy, and I know that you would see results. We need to be logging, so just the results, not necessarily the food, although honestly at some point we probably will want to do that too. Once we get you to the scale number that you want to be at, then we want to really start critiquing just physique. So let's work on the intermittent fasting for maybe a week. Let's take a look at it, see how we feel, see what we need to tweak, see if you're tired, are you hungry, are you grumpy. All those good things come into play. So let's give it a shot though, no later than Monday, starting out 10-hour window. We still want to make sure we maintain our level of protein. That's key. The rest of it, we could kind of hit or miss a day or two here or there, not a big deal. Anyway, that's the genesis. That's how it works. Intermittent fasting. I would love, love, love for you to get started. Let me know if you have questions, but let's get cranking on that. All right, bye. All right. Okay, so workout. Here's what we're focusing on this week. I hope that you're staying caught up. I hope that you're still doing these, because there are some really, really great workouts in the last few weeks that we've done. So if you've not caught up, go back and just really set yourself a pace where you can kind of catch them up. Redo one if you need to, if you found one that you really loved. Okay, upper body today. So the first thing we are going to do are going to set your arms in a ski position, right? So ski position. Here we go. So you are going to kick it back and then curl it. Kick it back, curl. Kick, curl. Notice that I'm stopping my elbow in this bent position before I curl. So what I'm not doing is swinging, 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 because that's not going to get that tricep activated. So kick, curl, kick, curl. I'm slightly leaned forward. Let me move out so you can see. I'm leaning forward just a hair. Kick, curl, kick, curl. Okay? Exercise number 1. Exercise number 2. We're going to row it. Okay? So you're going to row it straight back, back down, open. So the move looks row, up, row, up. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Squeeze, back, squeeze, back, squeeze, back, squeeze, back. I'm somewhat squatted. So up here, you can kind of bend forward. The key is just no pressure in your low back, okay? So we don't want to irritate your low back. We just want you to row it. Squeeze the shoulder blades and squeeze the shoulder blades, okay? Back, up, okay? 30 seconds, that's exercise 2. You are going to feel those guys. Okay, exercise 3, I'm going to demo with a little bit smaller weight. Here's the deal, lots of forearm, okay? So, you're actually going to go palms up, okay? You're going to take these weights, you're going to raise them forward. Lots of chest, bring them down, snow angel them around. So we're going front, raise, palm up, snow angel, down. Squeeze the shoulder blades on that second move. Front raise, palm up, around. Front raise, around. Front raise, around. That's about the pace that you want to be going. These are 5-pound dumbbells. I've been doing this though all day with multiple clients, so I'm sure that makes it a little bit harder for me. But I would start out with a low weight on that one. Just take your time, okay? Okay, exercise 4. I thought I fixed my light. There we go. Where I don't look like a ghost. You're in a gym where you can find a Bosu ball. Bosu ball. We want to hold this Bosu. Now, this is going to be an element of cardio. I'm sure you're going to love it because every man loves a butt ton of cardio. What this will do though is add in a little bit of cardio on your upper body day, which is really, really good. So, and it's also an upper body burner too. So, let me show you. What you're gonna do is you're gonna have this Bosu on the floor, okay? What you're gonna do is bring your feet up, straddling the ball, raise it up, as though you're just gonna kind of raise it like, really just up overhead, okay? So, back to a burpee. Feet up over the ball, raise, down. Now, when you raise up the ball, the Bosu ball up overhead, you're going here, and then bring it back down, okay? If the gym that you're working with does not have a Bosu ball, you can use some small weights. That works just fine too. Again, I would not get super heavy. At the most, I might do 2 10s, 2 10-pound dumbbells, okay? So, I'm putting them on the floor. I'll do it with, let me try with dumbbells for you. Alright, I'm putting them on the floor, taking my feet back, feet wide, up and overhead, okay? And you can't see that because I've got you focused on the lower, but up, overhead, back down, burpee position, there we go. 30 seconds of those. Those are going to hurt. Remember that when you go down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your core. Squeeze your core when you take those feet back out on that burpee, and squeeze your glutes when you bring your hips to the sides of the ball or weights, okay? So it's really, you're working the hip flexors, you're working the glutes, you're working the core, and then you're getting just one more shot of upper body overhead on that press, okay? That is workout number 1. You're gonna crush it, kill it, 30-second intervals. You can do this. Let me know how you're doing. Bye.